Woo! Out here again in the woods of Western Massachusetts, and for another edition of It Got Better. Before we begin, we're going to take another pause for station identification. This is from agitato.net, and push the fucking like button. It's down there somewhere, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. You just go ahead, just push the button. You good? All right, let's start. Okay, so this one is dedicated to my fraternity brothers, and that phrase alone should shock a lot of you, that I have fraternity brothers. But my freshman year of college, I decided to join a fraternity at the end of the year. That's when you do it there. And so I rushed. I swallowed a live goldfish. I drank a lot of beer. And they let me in. Now, at the time I knew I was gay, most of them did not, which is their own fault, because squirrels could tell at that point. But for whatever reason, they didn't put two and two together. In any case, and then my sophomore year, I move into the place. And what I discover fairly quickly is I don't need to be there. Like, I kind of joined, actually, because I wanted to live in a nice place. And they do have a nice house, and some of the guys were okay and stuff like that. I'll admit, there was a couple of cute ones. That was a motivation. Not really, but in any case. So, and then, like, the hazing part starts. And let me just tell you, there's a lot of like, oh, hazing is bad because it victimizes the young guys. And this is not like sexual assault where you can blame the victim here. You can blame the victim because it takes two to haze. I discovered that. It takes the hazer and the hazee. Because if the hazee doesn't enjoy it on some level, it's just miserable for everybody involved. And that's how it would go for us. Like, they would come in and like bang on a skillet at 5 a.m. to wake me up and make me do shots and jog around campus. And I would just look at them and be like, guys, it's 5 a.m. I don't want to be up. You don't want to be up. Let's just go back to bed. And that's not what they want to hear. They would be like, okay, 5 o'clock on Friday, it's time to do a beer bong or keg stands. And I would be like, we've got whiskey. That's better. Or wine. Like, why drink cheap keg beer? Eventually, they just started pulling me aside and being like, look, just go along with it because you're making us all miserable. In any case. So, and I started to realize after a while, I didn't need to be there because they needed all this bullshit so that they could hang out with other guys and have male friends and not have it be weird. Unbeknownst to them, I was actually getting very good at that already. I had male friends. I had a lot of male friends. I had cut a wide swath through the maleness of campus. And it was just getting wider. And because I figured out, if we want to hang out, let's just blow each other. Right? At the end of the day, that's what all men are after anyway. They're doing all this bullshit so that they can hold cool parties and girls will come and blow them. Where it's like, we cut out the middleman. Right? So I'm kind of like, do I want to go through all this bullshit to have male friends, or do I want to just have the male friends that I want, which is much, much easier and doesn't involve getting up at 5 a.m. So I start heading in that path. And eventually, of course, they're like totally over it, and I'm over it. And I decide to leave. They don't want me to leave because then other guys are going to leave with me because they'll realize it's bullshit, etc. So anyway, but those guys taught me an important lesson, which is that I can just do the things that I want, and I'll have male friends. And they'll be cool. I have lots of male friends now. Some of them are horizontal friends. Some of them are vertical friends. Some of them are vertical friends that I want to be horizontal friends. Some are horizontal friends who later became vertical friends. Some are vertical friends that later became horizontal friends. Some are vertical friends who want to be horizontal friends, but I would rather really be vertical friends. But in one way or another, these are friends either horizontal or vertical. And I have lots of them. So that's what I would like to thank the boys of my fraternity house for, that you taught me. And I would like to tell you that it got better because I now have lots of male friends. I enjoy my time with them. And it's easy. There's no cake stands. So it got better. No more cake stands in my life. Thanks, boys. Oh, and go fuck yourselves. I forgot about that. It got better. Go fuck yourselves. And while you're here, not you, whoever's watching this, push the button. Like,